Hey there guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 4 Arena Blind. Before we get into Chie's story, I thought I would kind of go over some other stuff. In the meantime, you can watch the introduction video, and I'm sure someone will yell at me because I'm talking over it. Well, too bad, deal with it. Oh no, I guess I'll let you see it.
It's a wrong road. When they're getting you born, but it's stronger the farther on you go. Thought I knew you, but can't never say I know me. That sorry shadow I could turn out to be. Sometimes I cannot, just can't understand where my head is at. Oh, what my heart is saying all throughout the struggle. Sometimes I feel I can't shake the habit, I just can't wake up. But I know in the end I'll be the chill, 'cause the road will go on with me always out, making no compromise, fighting for a better life.
Persona 4 Arena.
Okay, I did actually talk over that last time, so I thought I'd go ahead and have a pure intro somewhere in here. But before I get into Chie's quest, I thought we'd talk about a little bit about some of the questions that have come up. I don't have answers to all of them, but I just have theories and surmises. Obviously, if you are just watching this and haven't played the game yet, you are more than welcome to just post what your thoughts are in the comments. If you have played this before, though, then please don't post spoilers. If you're making a guess, that's fine. But if you know the answer and you're just telling everyone, well, don't be a jerk. The biggest question, someone posted this in one of my last videos, is the whole setup has some pretty unusual. What I'm trying to say, there's some weirdness about this current setup. Based on what we've seen so far, the easy reading is that okay, well, Labrice was down in the shadow area, and her shadow split off from her, and we do know that there used to be a whole bunch of anti-shadow weapons, but they ended up all having to go out and, try to fight the shadows, and most of them got shut down. And probably during their training, they had to, train against each other. That's how training works. So that part makes sense. The issue is, first of all, how in the world did an anti-shadow weapon get into the TV world? But secondly, and even more importantly, I would say, how in the world did Shadow Labrice go and get Rise, Kanji, and Teddy? Because as a shadow, it can't leave the TV world. So, the obvious, second corollary to that is Shadow Labrice actually probably didn't have anything to do with this. More than likely, something else ended up grabbing Labrice and putting it into the TV world, and then its shadow split off, and that sort of caused this to happen. So the real question is, what is Shadow Labrice, or what is Labrice, how did Labrice know about us, and I'm sure that will get answered in time. and I'm sure it probably has something to do with Aigis. I do notice that in both you and Yosuke's introductions, they did specifically make sure you knew who Aigis was. And I'm even looking for certain corollaries here, because the game designers have to be aware that there's a very good possibility that some players are only going to play one of the first 4. They'll only play you, or Yosuke, or Chie. And after that, they'll go to Teddy's mission. So there's things that, commonalities between those 4, Yosuke, you, Chie, and Yumiko? Is that right? I'm sorry, I'm just suddenly completely... Yukiko. Man, a lot of U names! I had never realized that yet. Or a lot of Y names I had never pieced that together before. Anyway, commonalities between all of the ones are very important because the game designers are very much intending that to be... Yeah, Yukiko. To show us, you know, information that we're going to need later. So, that's what... I guess is obviously going to have a pretty big role, so I am very interested to see her story, wherever she is. Yeah, there she is. I'm very interested to see Aiga's story, but we're not doing that yet. First, we're looking at Chie. So, just some things, you know, someone brought that up, and I started thinking about it, and that's a really good question of how exactly do people get abducted, because Shadow Labris can't do it. And theoretically, Labris has no reason to. I don't feel like Aigis would have kidnapped anyone. That doesn't make sense. Especially because Aigis didn't even know Labris. I'm almost curious if Akihiko is involved. Because of everyone anywhere, I can totally see him being completely down for a tournament. And, you know, wanting to get stronger and fight people. And if he found out that there was another group of Persona users, he might be all for that. I don't think that's the way it's going to go, but of everybody that's here, he is the one I could both see, okay, yeah, this is actually something Akihiko would totally do. So anyway, let's start up with Chie. Chie will not be the end of the world. I will say that I'm not very good at doing female voices, but I'm okay with Chie. That one's going to be painful, so after Chie, you just get your ears ready. I'm sorry for what's going to happen. Anyway.
Very well.
May 2nd. Oh man, I wish you would have said something, Chie. It's hard to mimic your voice when I can't hear it at first. It's cloudy today. The wind's a little chilly in May, but it's perfect weather for a daily run. Personally, I'd prefer it to be sunnier, but then I have to worry about UV rays and all that stuff, so I guess this is okay. I've got my favorite sneakers on and I'm ready to go. Oh, I should tell my mom I'm leaving.
Off, Mom.
Oh yeah, I'm doing her voice totally wrong.
You've been going every day lately. I'm surprised you're sticking to it.
The body is the temple, you know. I gotta start training now.
Now?
Oh no, it's nothing.
Well, don't forget to train your brain, too.
Yes, Mother.
I might have responded to my mom's casual remarks as I rush out the door. My name is Chie Satonaka. I'm a third-year student attending Yasagami High School. After a certain series of events that occurred last year, I finally found what I want to be in the future. I want to be a police officer. I want to make myself strong and protect everyone from bad people. I know that's kind of a childish reason, but I'm serious. But because I'm so serious about it, I haven't been able to tell my parents about it yet either. But I've already talked to it with the guidance counselor, and I want to go to the police academy. And although I'm only third year, it's May. Considering that a lot of people around me are still troubled about what to do after I graduate, I feel like I got a slight lead over them. Well, even so, I still need to make sure that I study a lot too, but to be honest, it's not going so great. I mean, it's so much more fun to go on a run like this instead of sitting at a desk all day.
Feeling good.
I take a deep breath of the damp air and start to run down the road to Samigawa, my usual place. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to do her voice. I don't talk slow, I'm bad at it. Inaba is, and let's be honest here, out in the sticks. It takes a couple of hours switching trains to get here from the real city. Some people hate that there's nothing here, and others think it's a bother how everyone knows everybody else, but to tell the truth, I like it. That is another question I had. I mean, other than the logistics of explaining to people, why is you taking the train to Inaba? Why doesn't he just jump on a TV and then... I have to imagine it would be faster to find, Teddy's exit than to take a train for several hours. There are so many places to run, and I like greeting the people I meet along the way. I wave to a man that I usually bump into near the floodplain. He notices me as well.
Hey there,
Waves back.
Chie-chan. Did something good happen?
Oh, can you tell?
Is it that obvious? I mean, Golden Week starts tomorrow, after all. That in itself is enough to amp me up. Even better, Yukun's coming back tomorrow.
I think it is. You finally caught yourself a boyfriend?
Jeez, you always have to bring that up.
Be careful on your jog.
You Narakami. You transferred here from the city last year, and you transferred out again in the spring. Though it was fast, he became a great friend. When he left, I prepared myself for the thought that I wouldn't get to see him much anymore. When I learned he was coming back, I was ecstatic. Well, he'll only be back for a short time. He's just spending the holidays here. I look up at the sky. The light gray clouds are a bit gloomy, but the weather doesn't bother me at all. I'm too busy looking forward to tomorrow. I pick up my pace and quickly pass through the shopping district. After continuing down the road, I eventually come out of the Samigawa Plain that flows through the center of town. I want to run a little bit more. Just as I was considering going all the way to the park on the top of the hill, I heard something I never expected to hear again.
Did you see the Midnight Channel the other night?
The Midnight Channel?
Wait a sec. Hey! Did you just say Midnight Channel?
Excuse...
The two girls seemed startled, so I jumped into the conversation. Actually, one of them backed away like she's scared or something. She doesn't have to freak out that much.
Chie-senpai?
What? Do you know her?
No! I don't know anything!
These girls are wearing Yasagami High uniforms, so they have to be at least first years, right? One of them seems to know me. Why is she so freaked out? Did I come on way too strong? I try and speak in a softer tone of voice and continue on.
Sorry to barge in, but, well, I'm kind of interested in the Midnight Channel. And I overheard you talking about it, so you mind telling me what you were saying?
What was it you told me? I heard that this time it's like a fighting show and that the people on it were fighting each other.
I didn't know who was on it. I couldn't tell anything at all.
Huh? But you just said.
Well, please excuse us. Come on, let's go.
Hey!
One of them pulls the other's arm, and the two of them run off towards the shopping district. They completely ignore me when I try and stop them. Even if I was coming on too strong in the beginning, didn't that girl's attitude suddenly change when she learned my name?
Huh? What was that? Did she not like me or something? But I've never even met her. I didn't do anything wrong, did I?
Can I think of any reasons? Well, I kind of can. My friends tend to stick out in this rural town for one reason or another. Some people could dislike you just for being part of a crowd that stands out. It was especially bad when I entered the school beauty pageant last year. I was forced into it just for the record, and I heard a lot of talk behind my back. Then again, it only came from a very few people. I wonder if that was part of that too. I don't let it get to me, but seeing someone react to that to my face does make me a little upset. Still, the Midnight Channel? A fighting show? People were fighting? I wanted to ask more about what she meant. Would they have not run away if I've just gone up to talk to them like a normal person? Can't I do something about this habit of doing stuff without thinking about it?
I need to get better at getting information, or I'll be one lousy police officer.
I sigh to myself and then get back to my run.
The Midnight Channel.
So let's see. Let's actually look at her. She's got stripy bed, blue 3, some poster on the wall I don't recognize, boxing punch bag, a lot of storage actually. Her desk behind the punch bag, so she can't really get to it. Good job, Chie. And you're in the way, so I can't see what's behind your head. As I munch on an awesome meat bun from Aya, my late night dessert that I saved from dinner, I roll onto my bed. Oh man, this meat bun is amazing. You just heat it up in the microwave for a minute, and the outside gets all fluffy, and the juices get all over you when you bite into it like a meat apple. I take my time to savor this wonderful meat bun when I look outside the window. It's still cloudy, but it's not raining.
I wonder if it'll start raining before midnight.
The weather forecast did say it would start raining tonight. I think it'll be okay. I can't watch the Midnight Channel unless it rains. This Midnight Channel was an urban legend that was popular last year. They said that if you looked into the turned-off TV at midnight during a rainstorm, your soulmate would appear on the screen. Of course, the real problem was that it just wasn't a rumor. People could see it. and the people that were shown weren't anything romantic like soulmates. It was actually connected to a series of terrible murders last year. There was an absolute crazy stuff that happened. Another world in the TV, personas, shadows. The Midnight Channel started it all. But it doesn't come on anymore. It stopped because of all the things, and I mean a lot of things we did. We formed an investigation team and worked together to crack the case. That's why the Midnight Channel stopped coming on, or so I thought. But if someone's seen it recently, I can't ignore it. Still...
Why is it back on the air?
There's still some time before midnight, but I just can't concentrate. I should turn on the TV and kill some time.
This is iNews bringing you the headlines for May 2nd. We begin with the hijacking of a domestic
Yeah,
flight.
again, this hijacking.
At Jeanette,
Every single intro
every
story
day is
hears about it.
Customer Appreciation Day. Come see for yourself and get in touch with our products.
Oh, I know. Maybe Yosuke's heard a couple of rumors about this.
That's a great idea, even for me. And when you have a great idea, you've got to act on it immediately. I grab my cell and bring up Yosuke's number. Yosuke Hanamura. He's a classmate of mine. He's one of the friends I worked hard on the investigation team. He's a clown, though, always doing stupid things. But his dad owns the Junez Mega Mart in town, and Yosuke's always talking to girls while working there. Well, more like helping out. So he knows a lot of gossip. I bet he knows something about this. Oh, wait, is he still at work at this hour? What should I do if he doesn't pick up? Having to leave a message makes me more nervous when you talk to a real-life person. I wonder if I'm the only one who feels that way.
Yo, Chie, what's up?
Oh, I'm glad you picked up. Are you free to talk right now?
Yeah, I just got off work. Didn't I already email you about tomorrow? You deleted it without reading it, didn't you?
How stupid do you think I am?
Sheesh, he's as rude as always. But there's a part of me relieved to hear his cheerful voice. I hadn't noticed until just now, but it seems like part of me was a bit shaken when I heard about the Midnight Channel starting up again. Well, now's not the time to be relieved. I have to be gathering information. When I start to think that to myself, I find myself talking lower, like I'm sharing a
Anyway,
secret.
I heard a sort of disturbing rumor. The Midnight Channel might be back again.
Huh? The Midnight Channel? There's no way. Who told you that?
An underclassman at our school. I tried to get more details out of her, but she took off in a huge hurry.
See, that's interesting. I thought it was actually at school, because she said at the school, and she's not commenting on the email that Yosuke lied about. This is cool looking at all the different
you
angles.
didn't growl at her or anything when you asked her about it, did you?
Maybe I did look pretty scary but now that he brought it up, I'm not so sure of myself anymore. But not even Yosuke knows about the Midnight Channel's disappearance. Maybe the rumor only started up recently? Well, we still need to pool whatever information we have. That's how an investigation works.
No, I was completely normal. At least I think I was. So anyway, the girl she was with said something about a fighting show. I didn't get any details, but she didn't seem like she was lying. And hey, the forecast says it's gonna rain tonight. Why don't we check it out?
Yeah, good call. If this is for real, we can't ignore it. But if it turns out to be a hoax, you better buy me dinner.
Then you owe me steak if it's true.
What? Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
I should call Yukiko too. Oh wait, she might be too busy to pick up.
I end the call with Yosuke. I should tell Yukiko about this next. Yukiko Amagi. She's another classmate of mine and has been my best friend since we were kids. The Amagi Inn that her family runs is a luxurious establishment with quite a history. The thought of being the successor to her family legacy seemed to have weighed her down, but she seems to appear to have made her mind up and is having fun with it. That doesn't mean she doesn't complain every once in a while. Still, even if she does pick up this late at night, I might be bothering her. All I really need to do is to tell her what's going on, so I'll just send her an email. Oh, I should ask her where we're supposed to meet up tomorrow. I mean, I remember it, I totally do. But to be honest, I checked my inbox and couldn't find Yosuke's email. Looks like I erased it when I cleaned out that expired Junez mailing list. Sometimes I just associate the word Yosuke and Junez together without thinking. I'm actually a little shaky about when we're supposed to meet. And the more I think about it, the less sure I am that I remember it right.
Maybe I really am that stupid. Jeez.
There, email sent. Now, who else haven't I told yet? Oh, there's Naoto-kun. Actually, she told me beforehand she wouldn't be in Inaba during Golden Week. I guess she couldn't free up her work schedule. She sounded so disappointed on the phone, too. With that on my mind, I searched through the contacts list for her anyway.
Hi, Nato-kun? Oh, I'm not interrupting your work, am I?
No, it's quite alright.
I double-checked with her just in case something's changed and she can make it. Looks like she really can't. After making sure, I decided not to tell her about what might be another case. I feel bad for making her worry when she can't come back here.
It really is a shame. Give my regards to Senpai and the others, won't you?
Will do. Good luck with the job.
Alright. All I can do now is wait for midnight. There's still some time. It's past 11:30. Maybe I'll be able to concentrate now when there's nothing fun to do. Well, I tried, but it was still useless. When I'm lying face down on my desk, I hear a faint sound hitting my window. I rush over to the window.
Rain! Keep it up, clouds.
The Midnight Channel should show up then. No, I don't think I should get so hasty. It may just be only a rumor. Still, I want to hurry up and see if it's going to come on or not. Considering that Yukun is coming back, it'd be great if there was nothing else we to worry about. Once I make sure it doesn't show up, I'll pray for rain to lift so we'll have a great union under clear skies tomorrow. I take a seat in front of the TV and wait. Man, can't the time hurry up a bit?
This kind of brings back memories.
Waiting for the Midnight Channel like this. It's as if the investigation team has picked up right where it left off. When I close my eyes, those memories come back like it was only yesterday. Yukun was our leader and Yosuke was his partner. The two of them fought back to back, always perfectly in tune with each other. Then there was Yukiko, who can be a bit off at times, but is kind and warm-hearted. She's my best friend. She was one of the victims in the case, too. Saving Yukiko was actually the first job for the investigation team. Then there's Kanji-kun. He's a year younger than us, and though he seems oddly feminine, juvenile delinquent, he's a man at heart. There's also Rise-chan, or Risette, who's actually a famous pop idol. Oh, and I can't forget Naoto-kun. She's a real detective. Finally, there's Teddy. He's always a clown and jokes around, but it's hard to hate him. The more I think about it, the more I realize that our group is full of strange people. I guess there's no helping the fact that we get talked about then. But now, we're just used to being together. To be honest, if it hadn't been for the case, I might never have gotten to know some of them. Still, I never want to go through anything like that again.
5 more minutes to go.
When I swallow, the sound is amazingly loud. My hands are cold and I've unconsciously curled them into fists. Please don't show up. I mean, if it does, there might be another victim. I just want to laugh about this tomorrow. If Yosuke just laughed it off, thinking that I tricked him into staying up all night for no reason, I really don't want someone to get hurt again. And here we go again. It's the second to last time we'll see the broadcast, possibly. I don't know if they'll be in, like, Kanji or Naoto's intros. I guess they probably shouldn't be. Maybe Naoto's.
The desperate fighting program amongst high school students. A new legend is about to start.
May the manliest of all men come on down!
Nobody touches his precious Nanako, the sister complex kingpin of steel, Yu Narukami!
It's only natural.
Wage slave in the
I love that I don't
movies
know his
by
height or
day,
weight.
hero by night, Captain Resentiment, Yosuke Hanamura!
Everything that bores me has gotta go!
A spunky
geez,
dragon
I
with
got a
deadly
kitty.
legs, the carnivore who's discarded womanhood, Chie Satonaka!
You need to eat more meat!
Please escort me to the ring, my prince! The unconquerable Snow Black, Yukiko Amagi!
I'll finish you in one strike!
Blooming roses and bulging muscles, the blood-curdling beefcake emperor, Kanji Tatsumi! Deep into realms of romance, the body of a child, the brain of a genius, the 2,000 IQ killjoy detective, Naoto Shirogane!
Is this an army of idiots?
Fight and survive!
that kinda worked out.
It's the one throne waiting at the
The time
end!
it took me to put the cat away is the time that they were just playing.
Grand Prix where fierce fights will be fought! The battle begins tonight!
So the question is, will she call Yukiko first? Because there was a delay between when she called Yosuke.
What on earth was that?
I'm frozen to the spot for a good 30 seconds before I can shout. After that initial burst, though, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, that was the Midnight Channel. It was as clear as day. And I was on it. There's no mistake, that was me. And there was some stupid catchphrase tagged to all of us. Before I know it, my cell's in my hand and I've dialed a number.
Hello?
Okay, so yeah, it's just him searching there for 30 seconds.
What the hell was that carnivore who's discarded womanhood crap?
The instant Yosuke picks up, I can't restrain myself from venting my anger on him. What the hell is that about? Seriously, what the hell?
Ow! You almost blew out my eardrum!
I haven't discarded it! I haven't, you hear me? I eat vegetables too, you know, and I haven't discarded my womanhood!
Alright, just calm down.
I don't remember her talking about vegetables with Yosuke.
What was that about? Is that what everyone's been seeing? No wonder that girl got so spooked this afternoon.
I don't remember this part either. Yeah, there was that carnivore that discarded... Yeah, there was a carnivore that discarded womanhood in front of her. She must have thought I was going to eat her or something. I must have been scarier than the boogeyman. No.
There, that's a good girl. Calm down.
Hey, don't treat me like a rabid animal!
Well, just think about how I feel. That Captain Ressentiment part isn't too cool. Let's ignore that for now. Look, there's something that bothered me about what we just saw. Teddy was in that video, and he looked like he's hosting the whole thing.
Huh.
Plus, he hasn't come home yet. He's not picking up his cell either.
What?
Can you call Yukiko? I'll try and contact the others. I'm gonna hang up now, but I'll call back in about 30 minutes, okay?
Wow, yeah, this never happened with Yosuke's side of it. I hurry up and call Yukiko. She seems badly shaken up too, and her voice is trembling. I was about to console her about it, but the reason she was so shaken up was a little different. It wasn't because she was on the Midnight Channel, but a phone call she had received earlier tonight.
Rise-chan's gone missing?
Yeah, her manager called the Amagi Inn to ask if I knew anything. Could it be related to the Midnight Channel?
I don't know about that, but...
Even though that's what I said, I was convinced otherwise. The Midnight Channel must be related somehow to Teddy and Rise-chan having gone missing. I don't have any proof, but I think that's the timing. There has to be some kind of connection here. In any case, I check in with Yukiko about our meeting tomorrow before I hang up. Later, though, another troubling tribute was added when Yosuke called me again.
Looks like Kanji's missing too. His mom told me that he was sleeping in the living room, but then he disappeared.
Then Teddy, Rise-chan, and Kanji-kun...
Yeah, this might be serious. I'll see you at the food court tomorrow.
I glare at the TV screen. Of course, since it's turned off, nothing's on it. I don't care about many stupid catchphrases now. I'm just worried about the friends that we can't get in touch with.
Please be okay.